Hello everyone, DonTheCrown here, and today I'm going to help you get the most overpowered exploration ability in the game, and that is the ability to see chests on your minimap. Now you might be like, Don, I can already see chests on my minimap. Whenever I get close to them, they like pop up or they show me a little thing, low ground. But what I'm talking about is the ability to just see chests even farther away. So anytime there's a chest on your minimap at all, the closest one will be highlighted for you. And this is just because of our exploration ability. So you go here to details, character, down here to exploration, and then exploration skills are basically skills that you get from having enough non-combat attributes. These are things like resolve or intelligence, musicality, constitution, perception, and you get these from going and doing like the different mini games and stuff. The one that we're talking about today is down here, and it is called Treasure Seeker. You need 75 perception and 75 elegance, and the perception for me was not really all that hard to do. You just need to hand in oddities, you need to go and do archery competitions. Very easy to find archery competitions on the map. And so getting the elegance was the hard part, because elegance only comes from whenever you see a cat for the first time, walking up to it and petting it, and you have to basically want to pet every cat, and then gourmet mode. And I wasn't really sure how this works, but pretty much what this is about is talking to food stall vendors and buying their food and eating it. And this is more than just going and eating it one time. There's a little bit of shenanigans with it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to the vendor, and you'll notice that there's a reputation thing. You can potentially give him gifts if you're higher level. But what we're going to go and do is we're going to buy 9 of the cheap dish and then 8 of the expensive. So he has 2 dishes that are available. The fancier dish is not available until you level him up. And we can see that our current reputation is 0 out of 90. Now the UI here kind of looks funky because if I click over 9 times, the bar should like fill all the way in. And if I have to click to 10 for it to click over, which doesn't make sense. This is 0 out of 90 plus 90. We're just going to buy 9 of these, and that'll level us up. Now we're going to go down here to the home cooked meal. This is level 2 mining, level 2 logging, and we're just going to buy 8 of these. 8 is very important. Now this will cost you some commerce coins. We can talk about commerce coins later in the video, but if you click the box up here, we can see we get a whole bunch of rewards, and the final reward for becoming kindred spirits with this friend is the inner way note chest. And so it also gives us some stuff that we can gift to other people if we want. And these inner way chests give us the little inner way notes to help us like massively advance our character. So this is very important for everybody to do. Now, the next thing we're going to go do is we're going to go and click on the food, because eating the food gives us elegance. And this is just what I did. I clicked it one time. I got 1 elegance. I got 4 exploration mastery, and I thought it was done. But if we go here to the compendium and we go to food and drink cuisine, you can see all of the food that you have unlocked and interacted with. But you notice that some of these have 3 white dots filled in, and some of them only have 1 white dot. And that's because of how much we've consumed. Clicking here, we can see that when we consume, we get Echo Jade, and then we get 1 elegance. And the next tier up is actually consuming 4 of them. We'll get another 1 elegance, and then another 4 plus shows us the +2 more elegance. So you're getting a total of 4 elegance and I believe 20 Echo Jade. Oh, I don't really see the Echo Jade hit my account. I'll have to pay attention this time, I guess. So 4 elegance per food means that it's going to be really stinking easy for you to go and do this. Let's just show you what that looks like real quick. Okay, so in the bag here, we're just going to go and click. And you notice that after I click the 4th one, we get another elegance. We get more exploration mastery. I'm going to go and click 4 more, and we get 2 more elegance and more exploration mastery, which is pretty cool. And we just continue to do this type of stuff. And the food here in Kaifeng, a lot of it tends to be a hybrid food that is really good. So this food is, I think, a little bit better than anything else you can find in other regions. And in fact, the guy who sells food down here, it's like a hybrid harvest and mining 20% bonus. This is better than the one in the video that I made recently. But The problem is these food stalls aren't shown on a map. And luckily we have a map here from the Chinese version where we can see all of the food stalls. And pretty much what I did here is I just went and I clicked off the waystones and clicked on the food stalls here. So we can see that there's like 2 food stalls over there. There's a whole ton of food stalls, an absolute ton of food stalls everywhere in the game. There's just so many food stalls. And I'm not going to scroll up any further. One thing to note is that there is a food that once you consume all of the food in Qinghe, you get a quest to go and unlock. And I believe that this food is going to be pretty strong for a little bit. And it is crispy pheasant. This one gives you more physical damage, but there might be even better food that we can unlock and craft for ourselves. So like, for example, this one here gives us more physical attack damage. Crispy pheasant, gives us more damage. And this stuff is actually usable in other places than just the open world. You can go and use this in combat. You can use this in PvP. So yeah, I've been eating crispy pheasant before PvP. And you can also use the restoration or buff talismans in there as well. And this all comes from doing scholar work. So talisman crafting, this stuff does all work in PvP. And so like interrupt resist, I'm not really sure how good that is in PvP. Going and getting more endurance regen, dodge endurance cost reduction, stuff like this, all of it does work, which is pretty wild. I wasn't expecting it, but it is pretty nice. All right, so you might be wondering though, Don, isn't this going to go and cost me a lot of coins? These commerce coins. Also, how do you have so many commerce coins? So there's a few ways you can do this. There's like main story quests. There's a season shop where you can buy 2,500 commerce coins. You can buy some from Meow Meow, but there is also a kind of a mini game that we'll talk about in a separate video. Keep your eye out for that, where you can go and buy low, sell high, either on your base or in other people's bases. And it's kind of just a wild trade type of thing. And it is pretty fun to mess around with and to kind of like try to find other people's prices for the system. But that is a completely separate video. Hopefully this video helped you out, taught you maybe something about the game. And if you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, that would be great. If you want to come by the stream, that would be great too. Oh yeah, Enlightenment is really important because every time you loot a chest, you're getting Enlightenment, and that's where your talents are coming from. So you get a lot of this from going and doing quests, but clicking on chests, give me 30 there. Doing a long quest is like maybe 100 points. And so right now I'm only limited on talent points because I haven't clicked really enough chests. And if you know me from PoE, we always are supposed to be clicking your chests. And yeah, it's pretty important. These chests here, real quick tip, you just go and switch your martial arts to have Celestial Seas on the bar. And as long as you're hidden from the person, you can yoink the stuff out. And yeah, I think the rest of the chests are pretty self-explanatory and easy to farm. Hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you again soon. Have a good one.